Welcome back, everybody. We all want to teach our kids the importance of accepting peers, no matter what differences they may see in them. And it's also just as important to build confidence and self-esteem in children who are dealing with things like autism or being in a wheelchair. And now there's a book series focused on this called Dr. Owlkin and the H.O.M.E Team. Sylvia Castañeda spent some time with the authors to learn how they're crafting positive messages for our young readers.
My superpower is that I can use my really long ears to fly.
They are superheroes with not your typical superpowers. The children's book series is called Dr. Owlkin and the H.O.M.E Team, celebrating differences and diversity with inclusion. I am so happy to be joined by authors Dr. Terry Howard-Hughes and Clint Hughes. What a beautiful idea for a book series. Tell us about it.
Thank you, Sylvia. It's Dr. Owlkin and the H.O.M.E Team, and H.O.M.E stands for Help or Motivate Everybody. And the idea is to raise the self-esteem of kids with differences or additional needs and to teach other children empathy, understanding, and inclusion. Dr. Owlkin says everybody might look, act, or talk differently, but on the inside, they really want to be liked, appreciated, and included. And Dr. Owlkin always tells the team, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, it's who you are on the inside that matters most.
I love that. So let's talk about the characters that make up the H.O.M.E Team. They're so engaging.
Oh, thank you. The first 4 books introduce the main characters of the H.O.M.E Team. So we have Dr. Owlkin, because owls are wise, and Nurse Sharky. And the first book is about Trouble, and Trouble's a bloodhound with extraordinarily long ears. But she can fly with them, and she can type really fast. So each of the characters, their difference becomes an asset or like a superpower, so to speak. And in book 2, we have King Tux, who's a tiny cat, and he ends up in book 3 being able to save Pirate. Pirate's a lop-eared rabbit who gets caught in a tornado and hides in a really, really tiny hole under the ground, but King Tux can crawl in there and pull Pirate out. And Pirate loses an eye, but that causes him to see the world in a unique way. And then Goldie is our 4th character, Golden Retriever, and she's born with part of her right forearm missing. But Trouble's really smart and makes her all kinds of prosthetics, like a propeller so she can fly with Trouble, or an extending ladder, or different tools so she can go out in the community and help other animals. And from there, those characters go out, and in book 5, we have Buddy Bear. Buddy Bear saves a raccoon family from a forest fire, but he gets burnt and is embarrassed about his burns. So the H.O.M.E Team teaches him that that's a badge of honor and courage, that you saved that family. And so from there, we have the next book will be Casey the Koala, who's a deaf character. So we're trying to teach kids why somebody may be different, and that, you know, just because they might be a little different, that we should all try to include them and find out who they are inside.
So why are these messages so important to convey with these lovable characters?
Well, that's one thing. During the pandemic, we saw all the anger and the vitriol and the divisiveness. And so we figured that our message of kindness, the world might be ready for it now. Just imagine if all the kindergarten, 1st and 2nd graders now learn at the very beginning to be kind to your other classmates. Walk up to the kid in the wheelchair. You know, somebody might not be able to talk, but you can still engage in them with a conversation. And that's the whole point, is that we have a wide world with a whole bunch of different people, just like our world has a whole bunch of different animals, but they all can still get along.
Now, in every page of the book, you hide a heart. Why?
Well, it's in each illustration, and subconsciously it's about love, but also gets the children more involved in it. And as a matter of fact, we find that they even use the books in assisted living facilities to keep Alzheimer's patients, you know, active and engaged. But that's also one of the things that's it's kind of neat to see if the parent or the child's going to find the heart first.
So how can our viewers get this series of books? I mean, what a great gift to give kids.
Yes, the books are available at www.drowlkin.com, or if you go on Amazon, you can just type in Dr. Owlkin and the book series will come up.
What a beautiful way to inspire young readers. Thanks so much for joining us today. Back to you.
Oh, well, the Dr. Owlkin book series also gives a portion of proceeds to benefit children, from a school for the deaf to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. To order the Dr. Owlkin book series, visit drowlkin.com or check them out on Amazon.